Hey, we are here with two of our agents on the team, Mimi and Rhaiany, and I'm excited to just sit here and just get to know them a little bit more and introduce them to everybody that's out there. So let me start with Mimi. Mimi,
Yes.
tell us about your background, where you're from, and how you landed here in Northern Virginia.
Well, it is a fun story. I was born in the Philippines. My parents, my dad was a physician, my mom was a nurse. They came over here for work. However, I was born there, and then they uprooted the whole family and came here when I was about 3. So my first language is actually Tagalog, the national language of the Philippines. But my parents were very worried that I was not going to pick up English fast enough before preschool. And maybe in 3 months after Mr. Rogers and a few other TV shows, I was quite
Mr.
fluent.
Rogers' Neighborhood?
Yes, loved
okay.
it.
Yeah.
It was not a problem.
Yeah.
TV was the best teacher.
So did you then keep your Tagalog language?
Yes, I actually understand it very well.
Good.
The one thing that my mother always makes fun of is that I speak it with an English accent.
English accent.
So Filipinos
Interesting.
are very harsh. They will obviously make fun of you and be like, no.
That's awesome.
So I'm not, I can't blend in like a native speaker, but I can
Got
at
it, got
least
it.
understand very well.
And Rhaiany, what's your history and how'd you end up here in Northern Virginia?
Okay, so I'm from Brazil. Initially, I moved here for an exchange program a few years ago. And I fell in love with the area, I fell in love with the people, and I've been loving ever since.
That's awesome. So having the different backgrounds, what's kind of helped you in this real estate business, having your history and background and landing here from a different country?
I think, and at least in my opinion, it helps me connect with people from different areas, which we have a lot here in Northern Virginia, people from everywhere. And also, I feel like it helped me understand and adapt to different scenarios better, which I think as a real estate agent, you have to kind of be very flexible and just go with the scenarios you're presented with. So I feel like it helps me a lot.
Quick on
there.
your feet and no two sales are alike is what I've learned. What about you, Mimi, in terms of how has your background kind of helped you with this business that you're in?
You know, the interesting part, and I didn't realize this until I read an article about it, but Filipinos are really adaptable, and when they come in, apparently, like nurses, doctors, when they come in, they already know English. They're good workers. And again, it's always been that's how I was, but I didn't realize it as an actual culture.
Yeah.
That people are like, oh, you're Filipino. Oh, I know the best Filipino. Blah blah blah. And I go. So it's very interesting because I just thought it was me and my family, and then I was like, oh, so this is like a thing. This is, you come. But the funny part is, I think it's helped a lot because I can relate to people moving in and out. We lived in a different state every year. My dad kept getting better and better positions, but we lived in a different state every year till I was about 7. So I just thought moving to a different school every year was what you do. I didn't realize you stayed in the same school. So by the time I was in 4th grade, we finally stopped moving, and I stayed in the same school. And it was, it was kind of strange. I was like, wow, I'm here, and so that was nice. I mean,
That is really, really good.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm used. I'm not an army brat per se because they definitely moved a lot, but we were just used to exploring different places. The other funny part about my background, though, is that I do feel like we have relatives from everywhere. So when people move in from San Francisco or Hawaii, I am literally like, oh, I've got cousins in San Jose, and I can literally talk to them about their home state. And
That's
stuff like
great. Hey, Rhaiany, as we wrap up here, what's kind of your superpower? What's your amazing at that you could just share with us?
Okay, I think I would say my superpower is just connecting with people, which is kind of like I don't know, might be a little cliche, but I really love people, and I feel like I can always connect to people in different levels. That is great in my line of work, and it really, really helps. But I feel like I can go to the grocery store and talk to the cashier and just find something in common with them. So I would say that is it. Just
Do you
making
talk
friends
to people
everywhere.
and strangers on the elevator?
Sometimes I do if
Okay.
it's like an awkward silence, because because sometimes it's awkward, so you gotta make conversation.
It's good. How about you, Mimi? What's kind of your superpower thing?
I was going to piggyback off of Rhaiany because my kids have this secret signal with me, because every time I pick them up from a game or a swim meet or something, they're like, Mom, do not talk to anybody, and we have to get out of here in 10 minutes. Stop. Because I will do the same thing. I'll pick up a conversation with a stranger. My kid will be like, no, I don't know them. I just met them. They're like, why did you talk to them for so long? So now they have this secret signal, like, you have to come with me. Like, stop talking to people now.
So you are doing your job because you're embarrassing your teenagers
Oh,
and
absolutely.
kids.
And I honestly, I said, but I'm helping you kids. I said, if I get to know other people, that's ultimately helping you get on the varsity team. See how that works? But honestly, I do feel like I can talk to anybody and end up, obviously making friends where my kids kind of just don't want me to make friends with anybody, just leave and not know anybody. So that's my superpower.
That's awesome. I mean, it's great to get to know the two of you a little bit more, and for them to get to know you as well too as we go into this. And wishing an amazing season for you all in this
Thanks,
career
Jay.
and business too.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.